Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So, now that my phone has completely given up on me, I'm recording this with my computer, so the daily videos should be back. So, in today's video what I want to talk about is what are the 3 best tips when doing Shopify. So this is what I'm going to give you straight away in today's video. So, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel because there are plenty more videos, including the video that I filmed on my phone that I haven't been able to put on my computer, and I should be able to get it up for you tomorrow, and this is probably the best video I've ever made. So make sure that you're subscribed for that, and let's dive straight into today's video. So, the 3 best tips for Shopify are the following, and keep in mind that this is not a get rich quick thing. So, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to test and test and test. And yes, you have to spend money, it is a business, and you will lose money at first. It's just gonna happen. That's very important that you just don't give up. You're gonna spend money. It's one of the cheapest business to start, but you do have to spend money. You really have to keep that in mind. Get that in your head. You will lose money at the beginning, but that's just the deal. You have to do that to make sure that your niche is going to work, that your product is going to work, and to perfect everything that you, for your ads, that you make sure they're really good and things like that. So it's really important that you know that you are going to test things. So that I cannot insist enough. It's probably the most important tip that I'm going to give you out of the 3 that I'm going to give you today. It may sound really simple and most people sort of know this, but they don't really apply it. So you have to make sure that you're ready to spend and lose money at first, and then you'll be able to make a lot more. So that's tip number 1. Make sure you get that in your head, and let's go to tip number 2. So tip number 2 is make a good website. And I keep saying that you can't spend months and months and months perfecting a website and make it look perfect because it's never going to be perfect. But you do have to make a really professional one. If you spend months doing it, it's not good because that means that you're just wasting your time, and it's really important that you don't. But you really have to make a really good website. A really good website means that you do not have any AliExpress descriptions, and like 99% of the websites that I see that are not making sales, and I check them all the time, and all of the time they have either no description with the Shopify description or just the Shopify description. If you have any of those, please stop right now, pause the video and go and fix that. It's like, this is the most important thing that like kills a Shopify store. People go there and they just quit straight away. If you're not making sales and you have these, 99% of the chances are that it's because of that. So just keep that out, get that out of the way. Learn how to make a description. I have a video about this, so just check it out. But it's really, really, really important that you do not have a description like this. Some other things are important. Not having the powered by Shopify. Make it really look professional, but for this you just go on a website that's not drop shipping, that's doing something really great, that's selling products that are similar to yours, and see what they're doing and do the same thing, like add your own twist a little bit to it, obviously, but you really want to get something really close to what they're doing. So if they have a website that's making sales, probably their website is good. So you really want a good website, and that's how you get a good website. So have something really close to that. So that was tip number 2, and now we're going to go to tip number 3, and that's pretty obvious to you, isn't it? Now, this is the most simple one out of all of the three, but I see so many people getting caught up in this. The tip number 3 that's very obvious is get started now. Because so many people get caught up at, oh, I'm gonna do this, I have to grow my Instagram following, I have to do this and that and this and that, but they never get started. Some people say, oh, I just need this, so I'll start next week, but then the next week they have something else going on and they say, oh, I'll start next week. No, if you want to start next week because it's really impossible, and when I say impossible, there's something really, really, really holding you back that you really can't do, then pick a date. If it's 1 week from now, pick that date, and I mean like on Monday, I'm gonna open my store or start my store. If you don't do this, you're just going to go to next week and next week and next week and next week, and in 3 years you'll still won't have launched your store, and you'll be watching people making money, and you'll just be waiting and waiting and waiting to launch your store. This is really important. I see so many people doing this as well, and that's why these are the 3 most important tips that I want to give you. You need to launch your store as fast as possible, and then you learn from your mistakes and keep going. If you don't learn from your mistakes, you're just learning from other people, and that's, yes, it's going to help you out, but come on, the most important thing is to work on your mistakes. You'll notice them, and then you just keep going and keep going and keep going. So I do have a 14-day free trial in the description as always, but please just start your store. It's really important. I cannot stress this enough. If you don't do this and you don't test for a few months, don't give up on the first month, please. So just start, go and go and go and go until you have a working store, and by that time you'll probably know how to do this and make money and make more and more and more. So start your store is the most important thing, because otherwise the 2 other things just will not work. Make a good website. By make a good website, I really mean that you go to other websites that are making sales and do something really similar to them. If you're not doing this, it's just not gonna work. So do this, but don't spend months doing it. Spend maybe 2 or 3 days, but no more than that, to making your website really good. And be ready to spend money. Please do this. It'll be worth it in the end. It might not feel like it at the beginning, but it will be worth it after all. So please follow my channel. Hit that subscribe button, because there's plenty more videos to come, including the one that's been holding up on my phone, but it will be coming out hopefully tomorrow, and I'll see you anyway in tomorrow's video. So see you then.